Hi guys, this is my second attempt to do a video that won't need editing. Haven't been doing much. My MS has given me fits with fatigue. Fatigue has really been bad for about 3 weeks now. Kind of like, if you can imagine working like a 36-hour day. And really bad flu, not with the puke and the diarrhea, but just how much energy a bad flu saps out of you. Add those together, and that's kind of the way I wake up. I feel like that, and then as you go, your energy level goes down. Kind of sucks, but you know, that's what life gave me. Anyway, I got some mail going out this weekend as soon as Amber finds finds the address book. She wrote some addresses in. My stickers are done, and so they're going to be going out. I'll show them to you. I was debating whether I should or not, but there it is. That's my my white Datsun, Daisy. You can see there, I changed the Datsun to Iceman. That took a bit of work. The Manitoba license plate obviously has the Grandpa's Garage and the 22 ST on it, and obviously I'm in Manitoba. So that's what we got. It's an actual photograph I took of the car, and photoshopped a little bit because there were a couple of dents in the couple of little dings in the chrome on the front of the hood, and then there were a bunch of stone chips in the black down here that I took out just to make it look a little better. So those are going to go out for the guys that have already sent me stickers. Let's see if I can do it off the top of my head. Brid, Chev Truck, Dan Electro, Neil, Cecil, Finn Painter, Rick Fix, VW Darren sent me that Hot Wheels Datsun, so I'm going to set him a sticker. Watching several videos there. Neil, the Triumph is coming along really good. I like that. That's going to be a sweet car. And John Carey, 63 Jag. Boy, is that going to be a nice car too. That was my favorite kind of Jaguar. Actually, a friend of mine from the sports car club, another former racer, has one as well. You know, you talk about the degrees of separation. You know, I knew him from racing. His daughter is Brad's wife's best friend from growing up. They grew up together like sisters. And Allison doesn't have any siblings, so that was basically her sister was Suzanne. And Suzanne's dad was in the sports car club, so you know, they kind of come at you from two different directions. Funny how that happens. Rick Fix at Nova, man, I can't believe what you can get done in basically a weekend of work. You know, I used to work like that when I was 20, 30 maybe. But now, just watching you do that is incredible. Ziggy, what was neat watching the racing videos and that sprint car. I'm kind of a fan of the roundy rounds, as my dad used to call them. Dirt track. I used to crew chief a dirt modified, what was called a Wizota dirt modified. 355, you know, purpose-built chassis and everything. Crew chiefed it for a couple of years, and that was fun. I was supposed to get a chance to race it kind of as payment for the work I did for the team, but that just never came through because anytime we were going to run stateside, it seemed we broke the car. Basically we have to go stateside Friday night, and we raced here Thursdays. And it seemed every time we were going to get ready to go to the States, to a track I was going to run, something would break on the car, and we just couldn't go, or the tow vehicle, or something. What else have I been watching? It's an HPR there, disappeared, came back, disappeared again. That's unfortunate. I hope you're still at least watching. And watching how Pisser's channel had to go up and down a couple of times, and he started a different channel for his paint work and everything. It's too bad that little trivial bullshit things can get in the way of what you're doing for enjoyment. When I post videos, I make sure they're not too controversial for anybody. I try. I've had a couple of PMs where people took exception to what I put on there, but it was really nothing major, so they were okay with it staying up. I think that's one of the benefits of editing, is because I don't usually put the video up the same day as I took it. I have a chance, like a cool off period. I do, if I edit it the same day, and then I look through it the next day, or go to post it that night. I've done that a couple times, but I tend to watch through it a couple of times, and taken out things that I've kind of regretted saying or shouldn't have said. Kind of like self-censoring myself. The main reason I do the editing is because I ramble on like I'm doing now, and a 20-minute video would have like 3, 4, 5 minutes of content. Anyway, here I'm rambling again. Going to do a little bit of work in the yard. It's Friday, it's the end of September. Don't know the exact day, but it's gorgeous out. It's 21 degrees out, which is absolute perfect weather for me. Almost no wind, and very few clouds. And we've had some crappy weather for the last week and a half. Mind you, I wasn't working outside, but we've had just cold and wind, like strong winds, gusting to 60, 80 kilometers an hour. And the tarp on the portable garage is just shredded. So I have to decide fairly soon if I'm going to put a new tarp on. I've been trying to look for some used tin roofing that I could put on it instead. And the people that are selling it are wanting huge amounts of money. I can buy new stuff for, cost me maybe $500, $600 to sheet the whole thing in, and works out to about 88-90 cents a square foot. And there's people selling 20-year-old stuff and they want 75 cents a square foot. It's used. I don't know what they're smoking, but anyway, just an update. Not much happening. I'm doing a little bit now, though. You can tell that it's getting close to school's out time, because the dogs are sitting waiting for mom. Hey, well, they heard me talking about them. Hey, see that? They're sitting there at that little section of fence waiting. They know what time it is. What are you guys looking for? Hey? What are you looking for? You waiting for Mom? Hey? Are you waiting for Mom? Who's coming? Hey? Is Mom coming home? They won't move. Even if I offered them a treat, they likely wouldn't come over. Anyway, see, some of the trees are starting to change. Nice time of year when they do that. Haven't been doing much otherwise. I had to redo some work on my wood pile, and had this big tree in our yard years ago that we cut down, and didn't cut it very straight because I didn't have a chainsaw bar long enough to go through it. Let's see if I can show you how wide it is. Okay, so it's more than 2 of my hands, and I have big hands. Someday I'll show you. My hands are like, when people say they have big hands, I do have big hands. My wedding ring, I had to get it sized a couple times, and then we just stopped because I never wore it at work anyway. Because working as a mechanic, I never wanted to hurt it. But my hands are big enough that the ring that I do have that I wear, kind of like a wedding ring, it's a stainless steel one I picked up. It's size 15. Now, 15's pretty big. How big? A quarter will pass through my wedding ring. Yep, a quarter. So, you guys can take your wedding rings and see if you can pass a quarter through it. I can. Big hands. So I just took this stump and cut it flush, and now it's a good chopping block. Anyway, here I'm rambling again. I'm up to over 15 minutes, so I'm gonna shut this one down and post a bunch of gibberish. So take it easy and have a good one.